it for today. Scott Wilson. And Iron Horse, your 86ers, it's Scotty, you're close, brother. You are. I'm being honest with you, buddy. I don't yank nobody's chain. If someone sends me a saw out of the goodness of their heart and they want my opinion on how it operates in the bush, in a working atmosphere and environment, this one we had tuning issues with. It took a while to get it straight, but we got it. We got it, Scott. I'm not kidding you. It's running really nice.
There's Pops. Say hi, Pops. Friends, good morning. Quick interjection. And if I don't say this, because there's people that have been asking about the Shaklank shirt and the freaking Shikatse shirt. I announced on the last video that the pre-order's running till the 25th. So if you want to get the new shirts, take a look at buckandbillyray.com. Christine's got them up there. She shows you the options and the hoodies with the new Shaklank design and the Shikatse, old school Shikatse back in. We're just listening to what you folks say and ask for, and we're putting it up there for you. So thanks again so much at buckandbillyray.com. Pops, over and out. See you later.
Okay. These two stumps, out they went. But friends, here's that snag. So could you imagine if I felt like I could have put that snag here first and then fell this? But here's where it would come. I'd have been brushed all up. I would have had to clean myself up into the stump, get into the cut, which it wouldn't have been terrible. It wouldn't have been terrible. I just chose to get rid of that guy first. And in she went. So we got that one. I walked it out, did a circle around, whacked the tops, and pulled up on the stump on that snag. And there she is. And there's our green line. There's our space. That's our green space right there. It's beautiful. And there's our little old growth springboard stump in there. All this was done with normal Humboldts, proper depth, proper... Your first cut is the most important. If you want to push the limits and see if you can swing something, hardwoods, depending, you know, here, they don't really swing that well. Our alders, and they do at certain times of the year, but not really as a rule. Look at these yellow cedars. Look at them. These are cypress, friends. They were planted. See those maples? I'll probably whack them down. We'll come back for another stint. I got a bit of alder to cut down over there. We let the light in today, friends. Like it's feeling light behind me already.
Ewan, good morning, young man. It's probably getting to be the afternoon for you, eh, Ewan? We're going up to the Claws today, friends, to Bear Claws. Gonna go have a quick visit with him. My dad's coming over, actually. My dad hasn't seen the Claw in years, and vice versa. And they were asking about one another yesterday, so I'm gonna take Dad up to the Claws. I'm gonna bring a saw up there. We're changing a seal in one of my Huskies, and the Claw's got the goodies up there, and he's done that about 500 times. So we're gonna go see the Bear Claw today. So there's where that snag ended up on those stumps. You see that right there? So that was my thought process. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm thinking to myself as I'm looking at the top of that tree that, okay, that could actually come right to this stump. And it did just, but if I had have miscalculated and thought, well, maybe it won't quite reach and it splashed all over, it would have been, you don't want to create yourself problems in the bush. It's hard enough traipsing around in there. You don't want to create more problems, burn more gas. You want to cut smart. Cut smart. Because you can create yourself a horrendous mess. And now your production stops and all you're doing is burning gas and abusing your body to clean up a mess that you yourself created. It's just like life, friends. We have opportunity to create mess or clean up mess. You see? So anyway, I'm just shooting off. Just happy to be around. Happy to be anywheres.
The Claw was in here years ago. Now, here's something that it's leaning back in there, but I'm not throwing it into the timber. I got to bang it out of the timber. Okay? And then if we look, so assess your leans from behind the tree. So here's the tall side of the tree. We got rot, but it looks like it gets solid on the stump. And the holding wood is where I need it, here, because it's going over there, like right off its lean. As you can see, the low side of the tree, underneath the tree is here. Look at the bow in it. It's leaning back into the timber. It's got a couple leaders out the front, which might help me, but it's leaning back into this fir tree. Okay? So when you hear me talk to you about these little stories before I start cutting, the pudding is in the banging and how hard. I could say all kinds of things to you, but then if the tree just falls away with an undercut and a back cut, that means I lied to you. There is no lean. The wedgemanship will tell you what there is there for lean. So let's cut it up and swing it over there. I want to put it in here, not over in there. I want to try and get it in the hole. There's a natural hole where the logging road was. It's leaning hard, but this isn't, it's not gnarly. So I'm going to put you guys back here so you can kind of get an angle of what's going on here. Because I don't have much gas left. So I'm just going to put you guys right here, hit the one, and you guys can kind of see it go down.
So friends, watch what happens here as I put my back cut in here. What do you think would happen if I just cut the bottom wood, which is the bottom low side, under the lean? It would sit back instantly and it would pinch my saw. I've actually poured the top wood. I do this a lot and I talk about it a lot. I'm just picking the right wedge, nice thin wedge so I can pop it in.
Okay, so friends, it's cut up. You guys aren't even on. We don't need the GoPro for today. We're all cut up. But what concerns me right now, oh, there we go. No, I got everything together here. I don't know if I'll need an extra wedge. That's my favorite little guy right there. Let's see what happens. I think we'll be able to sink this with one wedge, friends. My head was spinning. I'm going to show you something. I'm just going to show it to you because I want to. Look, here she is. She's leaning back. I'm low on the stump. Wedgemanship is important. You got to find a good spot to get your wedge. Have you got enough room? Is it going to sit back too soon? You can obviously see the lean on the tree. I've got it opened up. There's a little minuscule little Dutchie over on the bottom side, which ain't gonna hurt. I'm gonna leave it because it might help. Actually, I don't even know if it's a Dutchman. Let's go look at it. A Dutchman would help here a little bit. A working Dutchman. You guys know what I'm talking about? See this little guy right here? What happened to you guys? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. So, actually it's not. It's not a Dutchman. It's nothing. It's just a little piece of wood. So, we're just gonna go with this. There it is. We're 6 minutes in. It's a beautiful day. There's no wind. See that little thing on the low side right there? I'm not even bothering. I mean, I'm leaving it actually. And you'll see the results. I could hit it with an axe or I could go clean it out. It is so minuscule. There's no plate. You guys know what I mean by that? There's no plate. Oh, look at this now. Buckin's gone all foggy again. Let's try that. Watch what happens. I think this is going to come. I got my famous old Buckin special here. Those limbs are going to help me pull this out. Now remember, if you're not open enough, it's going to close and break off and go into them cedar trees. So, do I need to open it up? No, I don't. It'll be fine. That's it. Goodbye. So you'll see what I've got here. I'm going to show you something now. I'm having fun today, friends. I'm just happy to be anywheres in the world, but out here is a bonus. Let's go have a look at what we got here on a stump. Okay? You can see what my purpose was, right? Into the hole she went, right? Don't want to shoot too high, but looky here. Looky how nice and hard this maple is. Look at that. And a nice little hinge. Smarten up. See that? And there's that little strip. Look at, I had a little teeny post right on the far side there. Look at, actually that is wood. Oh, don't look like it. But anyways, here she is. Ready? So good job on that power saw, Scott Wilson. I've had enough time on it. It performed nicely in the bush today. It did. There was only 1 or 2 times where it kind of, I think, loaded up or either ran out of fuel, but it started right up again. And that could be me piddling with the screw still, getting it square. As you'll notice, this here is one of the best inventions I've ever come up with. Clank. Straight goods. It is. There's our son coming in. They're planting crops in here, friends. They're planting a crop in here. And they want all the sun they can get. Let's pull out of here. Just as the rain starts, work hard, be honest, and be kind. You don't need to rob, steal from people, and you don't need to scheme your way through life. You really don't. There's a natural law that's looking down, and it's pulling the strings. It watches and it records what you do. So you can't get away with nothing, good or bad. You can't. It's a natural law. Just know it to be true. Work hard, be honest, and be kind, and I'll catch you on the next video.
You know, I want to say this. Yesterday I was sitting out the back, and I mentioned this on Instagram, but I didn't mention it here on my channel. And when something inspires me, which it takes a lot to inspire me, I'm just going to be honest. I'm not easily inspired. Something has to be quite profound for me to go, you know, either get the goosebumps or take a second look at or even talk about. For me to talk about someone or something, it's moved me. It's moved me. Like, what moves you? So I'm just going to give these guys a shout out because I think they're fantastic. I think their music is wonderful, and I want you to check them out. You may connect, you may not. It's the Red Clay Strays. You've probably already heard of them. I saw them on Instagram about a year ago, and I made a little thing. I said, these guys are good. They're probably going to go somewheres. Well, they are going somewheres. And if you want to hear some good down home, almost like, I can't explain. They're a mix of like the past and the now. I think you'll really enjoy them, friends. The Red Clay Strays. Check them out. I found them on Instagram. I think they were on Jimmy Fallon. These guys they're special. The lead singers and the front man, he's interesting. Very interesting. Now, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here.